Exploring Mars Phantom Earth Visions, A Tale of the Red Plain. Dr. Adrian West was sitting in his office, a small room with minimal furnishings and an expansive view of the Martian landscape, when the first report of the mirages came in. Megan, a botanist who spent most of her days toiling in the hydroponic gardens, had seen a flock of translucent birds dart across the Martian sky. She'd called Adrian in a state of bewilderment, her voice filled with a mixture of fear and excitement. It was so real, Adrian, so vivid and beautiful. It was like something straight out of my childhood. Adrian wasn't sure what to make of it, attributing it to stress or fatigue, but as more calls came in, engineers seeing phantom oceans, miners witnessing ethereal forests, children reporting transparent animals, he couldn't ignore it anymore. The spectral apparitions became a daily occurrence. Everywhere he went, people were talking about the ghosts of Earth's past haunting their new home. The talk was filled with apprehension, but also a sense of longing. It was as though the Mars base inhabitants were being taunted by the memories of what they had left behind. The once lively cantina chatter was now hushed. A solemn quiet had taken over the base, and a feeling of unease rippled through the community. Adrian himself started seeing the apparitions. One evening he saw a towering redwood forest right outside his habitation module. The phantom trees swayed in a non-existent breeze, their branches whispering tales of a green world long lost. As he reached out to touch the translucent bark, it faded away into the red sand. The mirages were harmless, ethereal, but they left a lingering sense of despair. The eerie mirages stirred up a multitude of emotions within the Mars-based population. The reminders of their lost home provoked nostalgia, melancholy, and a deep-rooted yearning. It sparked discussions about Earth. Stories shared about the rustling leaves, the taste of naturally grown fruits, the feel of rain. Earth had become a legend, a fairy tale told to Martian-born children. Adrian, the community's only psychologist, was tasked with understanding this unprecedented phenomenon. His expertise in the human mind was to be tested in a way he never imagined, and so, with a sense of trepidation, Adrian embarked on the most significant journey of his career, one that would take him not through space, but through the convoluted corridors of the human psyche. Armed with a deep-rooted curiosity and a pledge to his people, Adrian began his exploration into the mysterious mirages. He started by documenting each occurrence meticulously, gathering as much data as he could about each vision and the circumstances surrounding them. His days were filled with interviews, probing Mars-based residents about their experiences. The miners spoke of vast phantom oceans, lapping at the edges of their subterranean work zones. The botanists reported visions of insects, bees, and butterflies fluttering among their hydroponically grown crops. Children spoke with wide eyes about ghostly animals they had never seen in reality: elephants, foxes, and squirrels. Adrian noticed a pattern emerging. The apparitions were invariably tied to the home planet. They were echoes of Earth's past, elements of nature that were starkly absent in their Martian lives. But why and how? What was the source of these collective hallucinations? He started to delve deeper, seeking answers in neuroscience, psychology, and even the uncertain realm of quantum physics. Weeks turned into months, and the apparitions showed no signs of fading. If anything, they were becoming more frequent and more vivid. Some inhabitants reported an increase in feelings of homesickness. Others noted a sense of comfort from the visions, a bittersweet connection to their lost home. It was a psychological paradox that intrigued and baffled Adrian. In his quest, Adrian stumbled upon an old earthly concept, the stone tape theory. It hypothesized that mental impressions during emotional or traumatic events could be projected in the form of energy, recorded onto rocks and replayed under specific conditions. Could the Martian rocks be replaying the memories and emotions transported from Earth? It was a fantastical concept, far from the scientific reality he was accustomed to, but the increasingly alien nature of their predicament called for open-minded investigation. It wasn't long before Adrian found himself standing at the edge of a vast phantom ocean, his scientific instruments in hand, his heart filled with a mix of anticipation and fear. As the ethereal waves rolled in and vanished into the Martian soil, he was no closer to definitive answers, but he felt a step closer to understanding the human longing for home. In the end, whether the mirages were a physical phenomenon or a mass psychological one was yet to be seen. But one thing was clear. They had become a poignant reminder of a blue and green world left behind, a world existing now only in memories and spectral mirages on a crimson planet. Adrian continued his search for answers. his mission growing beyond mere scientific discovery to one of understanding the profound emotional threads that tied humanity to its roots, no matter how far they ventured into the cosmos.